Today, we are diving into the story of YouTubers Nganga and Vinny Flava. Let's start with how the breakup news broke out. Nganga was the one who published that she and Vinny Flava had decided to part ways. In an official statement she wrote, "After much reflection and heartfelt consideration, Vinny Flava and I have decided to part ways and end our relationship." This came out as a shock to many, especially to their fans, seeing there was no red flags in their relationship and that they have never had an online scandal. The kicker was when she mentioned that she was also quitting the YouTube channel and she created a new one. Although it was the one they shared their journey on, she left it with Vinny Flava, which many believe that it's the one now under the name the Flava family. Lakini, at least hakunyaganywa, si kama Mulamo venye anafanyanga exes wake. Ebu sasa, let's talk about Vinny's response to the whole breakup thing because So after the breakup statement, Vinny popped up with a soft but emotional response, and let's say the boy still had love in his eyes. Vinny didn't throw shade, didn't clap back or anything. Instead, he kept it classy and respectful. He thanked everyone who had supported them and said he still had love for G and even wished her well in life. But even though he was still trying to smile and to show the world that he was not hurting, fans couldn't miss the pain in his eyes. The man looked like someone trying to hold it together. You know the type of heartbreak where you are still defending your ex, but you're crushed inside? Yeah, that one. Vinny was clearly still processing everything. The body language was giving, "I don't want this to end," but his words were screaming, "I respect her choice." And that's when fans started picking that maybe he didn't want out. Before the cryptic quote and the silent breakup, there was Vinny Flava and G, the YouTube darlings. Their relationship felt like a breath of fresh air, drama-free, scandal-free, and effortlessly authentic. They weren't just posting each other for clout. They actually looked like they were in love genuinely. Remember those couple videos, the cute challenges, Q&As, travel vlogs? Fans couldn't get enough. They were vibing, matching outfits, finishing each other's sentences. Mapenzi ilikuwa imeshika mbaya. At some point, they were even being referred to as the Kenyan vacation couple. And guess what? There wasn't even a single cheating scandal or online drama that taints their brand, which is very rare in this influencer era. And let's not even start on how Vinny used to simp publicly, respectively of course. The man was writing lyrics inspired by G. Songs like Gal Toto had fans commenting, "This is definitely about her." And he didn't deny it. He would drop music, tag her, post her on his stories, like love was being soft launched with full chest. They had something fans wanted, and because they kept it mostly off the blogs and in their own lane, no one ever expected a breakup. To fans, this wasn't just a couple, they were a brand, a whole soft life aesthetic. But kumbe, even the quietest storms brew in silence. Now, here is where the plot thickens. You know how every juicy story needs a twist? Vinny Flava introduced one that sent tongues wagging. He hinted that a committee, a circle of friends or advisors, influenced G to give up their relationship. In a recent emotional video shared on his YouTube channel, Vinny opened up about the breakup. He praised G, defended her publicly, and dismissed any rumors of foul play or animosity. But then, he dropped that line, that she was influenced into ending things. He didn't name names, but when a man says committee, fans know why, and they are pointing fingers at a night-tight group with power behind the scenes. Now, fans immediately connected the dots to a well-known circle of mutual friends who are publicly very close to G and sometimes seen pulling her away from Vinny. While Vinny didn't accuse specific individuals, people started speculating that these friends might have sworn out or discouraged the relationship quietly behind closed doors. So, after the breakup news dropped, something curious went down on social. Jay's inner circle, especially female friends, popped in to show love. They visited her in person, dropped messages of comfort, arrived to reassure, and even shared behind-the-scenes glimpses of supportive hugs and quiet moments. Social feeds lit up with evidence of solidarity. Meanwhile, On the flip side, Vinnie Flava got radio silence. None of G's mutual friends or even his own circle were seen visiting or visibly supporting him. Not commentator, not Biko, not Hezron, no posts, no messages, no surprise visits. Fans even mocked the silence. Where is the guy's love? Did he get ghosted after the breakup, even though it was mutual? The silence sparked chatter. Was this intentional social distancing? Was it part of the alleged committee pushing her away from the relationship? Was it just poor optics of Vinny's camp? Either way, the imbalanced sympathy visuals fueled speculations. As of now, none of the parties have commented on why the support dynamic looked so uneven. And no friend have clarified why no one showed up for Vinny the way they did for G. But in the realm of digital drama, absence speaks volumes, and fans are still reading between those silent lines. Just when people thought the breakup was calming down, Vinnie Flava dropped a bombshell on his Instagram stories. And no, it wasn't just a sad love song or a throwback photo. This time, it was a cryptic message that had social media detectives working overtime. Vinny posted, and I quote, "The committee promised her that boy child is always hated after online breakup stories and that they will push that agenda at whatever cost. The plan was to make all of you hate me and subscribe to my channels. I thanked God for the Blue family. The plan failed." According to Vinny, this wasn't just a breakup, it was an orchestrated campaign to paint him as the villain. He claims G was told people would automatically side with her and bash him, and that the agenda was to turn fans against him so he would lose followers, subscribers, and brand support. But instead of the plan working, Vinny said, the plan failed, and he credited his loyal fans, the Blue family, for not falling for the narrative. The statement sent fans into frenzy. People started pointing fingers and naming names, questioning whether G's friends, yes, those same girls who showed up for her after the breakup, were the committee Vinnie Flava was talking about. Now, hii sasa ndio ilionyesha things were no longer just heartbreak. This was war, silent war. First of all, Vinny and commentator unfollowed each other. That's just not a random move. That's calculated. And then boom, G unfollowed Vinny right after that. As in, it's like a coordinated cleanse. Unfollow him, detach, remove his name from your feed. Hii imekuwa personal. And guess what that did? It pushed the committee theory even harder. Fans started saying, "Eish, hawa wase walikuwa na plan. Like, you mean to tell me these are mutual friends, but nobody is standing by Vinny? Not even one guy from their squad? Aki, it's giving choose your side. And clearly, the side is not Vinny." And just when we thought maybe a guy would go quiet, Vinny dropped a breakup song. Yes, a whole breakup anthem. He didn't name names, but the tone, the message, it screamed aliachwa vibaya. The lyrics were dripping with pain, regret, and that kind of love that ends with more questions than closure. He talked about feeling abandoned, used, misunderstood. And let me tell you, fans didn't need to be told who it was about. They already knew. People were all over the comments like, "This is definitely for G." And oh yeah, the boy child has suffered. And honestly, the song made everything even more emotional. Like, bro, this wasn't just a breakup. This was betrayal. According to him, the plan was to turn fans against him, destroy his name, and even make people unsubscribe from his channel. But he said the plan failed and thanked his royal fans, Blue family, for not switching up on him.